nuclear war breaks out, this could be the end for them.
Blood for blood.
Rockets over Tel Aviv. Military base underneath a hospital. I mean, like, who does that? You guys ready for nuclear summer? Sorry, I'm about to go scorched earth. Too real. Okay. Let's just start with a moment of silence for the shareholders at BlackRock. If nuclear war breaks out, this could be the end for them. You know, it's really a gamble what they do. So let's pray for them. Let's pray for them. They're also my sponsors. Here's a hot take. I don't like nuclear war, okay? I think it's bad. Listen, this is open dissent, right? You know, I welcome different opinions, but, no, there's no but. I don't like war. I don't like war in general. I'm just generally not a fan of war or violence. And I never want to be the one cheering war on, you know, even though all my Congress people do it. So I'm letting you know that I'm fighting a war within. I'm trying to find the restraint from those little tingles of joy of watching rockets over Tel Aviv. I'm trying to find the little restraint because I know I don't want to have these feelings of like wishing any kind of violence or, you know, destruction on any people. So I urge everybody to practice having empathy for people who you may not like. And Tel Aviv was bombed this weekend, and 37 raves had to be canceled. You know, thousands of people with dual citizenship had to go to their other country of origin. And I don't know if you know about the Israeli government, but they put their people in danger. Apparently, they built a military base underneath a hospital. I mean, like, who does that? Right? Like, this whole time in Gaza, Israel would just bomb things, be like, Hamas is there. Hamas is under the hospital. Hamas is under the school. Hamas is under that child right there. Like, they would do literally all of that. And it turns out every accusation is a confession. It's reported that there's a military base under one of their giant hospitals in Tel Aviv. Is Israel Hamas? Oh my God. My mind is blown. That's not a good metaphor to use right now. But by the way, if you also get upset that I'm making jokes about Tel Aviv getting bombed, just remember, that's where my grandma's from. My grandma's from Jaffa, which is now called Tel Aviv. And so how do you think I feel watching rockets being, you know, blown into my hometown that I can't visit? How do you think I feel? You know, I think really what we learned in the last few days was that turns out Netanyahu was right. This whole time he was like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And look at what's happening. Look at you can't argue with that. Netanyahu was right. He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And we're like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. We're like, no, come on. He's like, Iran's gonna bomb us. And then it turns out all he had to do was bomb them first in preemptive self-defense. And the audacity of Iran to bomb back. People are saying, like, wait a second, if Iran was gonna bomb you, why would you bomb them first? That's not self-defense, that's an attack. Yes, if time moves forward. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's the paradigm that you're operating in. But what if Netanyahu's in the reverse paradigm where time is backward? Then everything makes sense, right? Because this whole time you're like, why is Israel bombing Gaza? Why are they bombing Lebanon? Why are they bombing Syria? Now why are they bombing Iran? It's because if you look all the way down the line, or earlier in history, in his version, it's because eventually Israel's economy will crumble because the whole world hates them, and eventually the ethno-state will fall and become an actual democracy with equal rights for all human beings. And that's called Palestine. That's not a threat. I'm saying that's what happened in the past, in Netanyahu's mind. Okay? Time in reverse. Israel attacked Iran on why am I saying Iran? I'm talking like a politician, right? Israel attacked Iran last Thursday. Don't laugh during that part. Now it's like, these evil people. Why were they laughing? People accuse me of editing in laughter. But what they don't know is that I'm telling the audience when to laugh. So let's do that part again. Iran! So, they're like, how is the audience laughing at a time like this? Fucking asshole. So, Israel attacked Iran last Thursday, and they called it Operation Rising Lion. I think a better name would be Operation Aggressive Pussy. But, Rising Lion. Operation Rising Lion? That's what Scar called it when he killed Mufasa in The Lion King. And you're like, no, Sammy, he pushed Mufasa off a cliff. That was Falling Lion. Okay, technicality. So Israel launched this preemptive attack on Iran. And now you have all these American politicians like, I stand with Israel. Like, well, not too close, buddy. Of course, Israel kindly offered us an invitation to join in the war against Iran. It was very nice of them. But of course, the United States declined because we're too busy having our hands tied with orchestrating the whole war in the first place. Yeah, if you want proof, this is a real thing. I saw it on the internet. The night that Israel attacked Iran, there was a spike in pizza sales right next to the Pentagon. Yeah, and apparently there's an app that tracks that, and they've measured that happens every time some giant military operation happens that the United States claims not to be involved with. But apparently the Pentagon staff is pulling all-nighters and ordering from every pizza spot imaginable. Which kind of makes sense, right? Because the US government just wants a pizza of the Middle East. You know what I mean? For years, there's been this back and forth with Israel and Iran, right? And every time, Iran has to end up exhibiting the restraint, right? You've seen it. Like, Israel has bombed with inside Iran before, and Iran will like send a bunch of rockets that'll just like do a parade and scare people and nothing will happen. So I thought, okay, Iran's gonna do the restraint thing again, very calm. And then I woke up Friday morning and I noticed that Iran's military has a Twitter account. Yeah, and I checked, it's real, I asked Grok and everything. Iran has a verified military account, and it's all in English, which is quite scary. They know who their target audience is, basically. They're speaking directly to us. And so I woke up the next morning like, oh, Iran's going to show restraint. They always do. They're calm. You know what I mean? I know so many Iranian people. They're so calm, you know? And then I wake up and I look at Iran's Twitter account and it's like blood for blood. And I was like, oh, shit. It's about to get real, dude. Follow the account. They're just basically talking mad the whole time in English. It's crazy that this is how war is in 2025, right? Can you imagine like if Japan had a Twitter account in the 1940s? Like Pearl Harbor, do you hear a buzz coming? Like, what? Pray for Japan. It's kind of how it would be, right? Like if you're familiar with World War II, Pearl Harbor was a preemptive attack because they couldn't work out a deal with negotiations, so Japan felt like they had to attack. You know, that would be like nowadays our politicians would be like, I stand with Japan, you know, and I love Japan, great country. I didn't know them back then, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, how did that whole thing end up for them? Okay, that's bad joke. Iran does not have nukes, okay? They've said it many times. The UN has inspected them. There's not nukes there, okay? Like for years, Israel was like, Iran's got nukes, they're making nukes. And Iran's like, no. America's like, Iran has nukes. And Iran's like, no, we don't. And then they sent in inspectors and they're like, yeah, they got no nukes. And the Ayatollah's like, I told ya. See, everything's got to have a punchline, right? Because it should be farcical. Oh, I like that. That's good. That's good. Such an elite reference, though. It's very farcical. You know I love that shit. So Iran, they have a nuclear program, but there's literally no evidence of nukes. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could give the benefit of the doubt to somebody who's claiming that there's weapons of mass destruction in a Middle Eastern country. I don't know if there's ever been any precedent of that we should pay attention to historically, but I'm just going to do clean slate in my mind. If someone says we have weapons of mass destruction, I'm going to be like, yup, let's go get them. Iran does not have nukes. They have a nuclear program where they're currently enriching uranium. Okay, uranium, which is one of the possibilities to make a nuclear bomb, but it has to be a certain level of enrichment. I might be wrong about this, but it has to be like 65% enrichment, and they're only at 63. Okay, so okay, they're close. Okay, but they're not fully enriched. You know what I'm saying? The irony here is that uranium is an element on the periodic table, and its periodic letter, what do you call it? Its letter? Periodic. Its periodic symbol? That's so dumb. And its periodic symbol is just U, right? Which makes sense. It's typical Israel, always making it about you. Whatever. But we're talking about potential nuclear weapons, okay? Now, why are they called nuclear? Okay, because nuclear refers to the nucleus of an atom. And to make a nuclear explosion, you either have to have nuclear fission or nuclear fusion, meaning you either have to break up a nucleus or you have to merge two nuclei together. And I think this is actually a metaphor for the nuclear family. Because right now, the birth rate in America is lower than ever before. And we don't have the same old traditional family values that we had back when we were actually dropping nuclear bombs in the 1940s. Right? Go nuclear, go nuke. It's like, go nuclear in, go nuclear out. You know what I mean? Nuclear within, nuclear without. What I'm saying is stop tearing apart the nuclear family. That's a message for ICE, actually. Oh, now you're on board. Now you like it. So Iran does not have nuclear weapons, and in fact, they allow their country to be inspected. Israel, on the other hand, does not. Did you know that? Israel does not allow, and so again, I'm against nuclear war, okay? And I guess it makes sense in theory that not everybody should have nuclear weapons. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I should have a nuclear weapon. You know what I mean? I get a little hangry sometimes. You know? So I get it. Not everybody should have a nuclear weapon. And then you're like, well, Sammy, then we need somebody to decide who gets a nuclear weapon and who doesn't. I'm like, okay, logistically that makes sense. Well, then who should it be? The country that bombs the most other countries in the world? No, it should be like Switzerland or something. You know what I mean? Like, it should be like Hawaii, you know? Like, I think Hawaii should decide who gets bombed and who doesn't. Right? Mahalo. We know at the end of the day that, like, this whole conquest of the Middle East goes beyond one country or one government or one political party. It goes deeper into the Western world's economic imperialism of the world. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's not just about the Middle East. You see it, you see it in Asia, you see it in Ukraine, like you see it in all these other places in the world. And in this particular instance, we're fixated, or we claim to be, caring about uranium. The irony here is that when uranium is oxidized, it actually appears as a black rock. Was that a truth bomb or was it nuclear?
You guys remember your first time trying boba? Yeah, you weren't ready for that, were you? No one was ready for their first time trying boba. Truth. Nobody was ready. Right? You go to the boba place, you're like, oh, everybody's drinking drinks. Drinks. Ah, that's fun. You gotta stab this thing? That's a little violent. Okay. The straw's a little wider than usual. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Oh, that's milky. I like that. What the f*** just happened? What just happened? Oh my god! You always have a friend next to you, like, oh no, it's okay, it's gonna happen. It's normal. It's the boba. Like, oh my god, I'm getting stuck in my throat. You know, it's just you don't know you're supposed to chew them. You think you're just supposed to swallow them straight. Like, I got balls in my throat. I can't. And then Hillary, you gonna take down Wall Street? Bernie Sanders.
I was a math teacher in the inner city of Oakland, California for 6 years. Thank you, one person, for supporting my dreams. I had gang members in my class. When I taught, I had to come up with street-type analogies to make my lesson plans relatable. So for instance, we were studying the different kinds of numbers. I was like, all right, here's how you learn the different kinds of numbers. Imagine you're at a party, all the numbers are there, right? This crazy number comes in, just starts flipping over tables. You're like, what's your problem? He's like, I'm irrational. It's gonna get much worse, okay? Now, your irrational numbers, you're like, chill, man, we're both some real-ass numbers. I mean, we're both part of the same set. My number, put it right there, my number, right? All the squares start rooting for you. Root. You see this girl just floating by. He's like, damn, I want to get her digits. Nah, man, you can't. She's imaginary. When imaginaries and reals mix, things get complex, man. Her last boyfriend was a 0. She never got over him, man. It was impossible. You can't get over a 0. Their relationship was undefined. Now your ex comes in. Your ex comes in with some other unknown. You're like, why? If she 2 times me, I'm getting even, if you know what I mean. Unless she wants a 3-way, which would be odd, shoot. Whatever, I'll find a girl in her prime, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 53. When it comes to age, I got no limit. Hop into my infinity. Let's get some pie. All right.
He graduated with a major in math from Berkeley. Let's make him a joke, right?
Yes, I went to UC Berkeley. That just means that I get offended at everything. Don't test me. I'll cry right here to prove a point. They all treat us like shit if we didn't go to Harvard, okay? Who still goes to Stanford?
Woo!
All right, one person. Thank you so much. Thank you for ditching your class to be here. What are you studying out there?
Pre-modern Chinese literature.
You said something Chinese literature? What kind of Chinese?
Pre-modern Chinese literature.
Pre-modern. Okay, fantastic. That's crazy because I actually did modern Chinese literature, so I'm glad to see you're studying the era before that. So, how many years left do you have?
That's a sensitive question to ask.
Never ask a Stanford student how long they're going to be in school for.
I don't know when I would ever graduate.
Pre-modern Chinese literature, probably, you've been studying it for like 4 years now, maybe 3 years, 4 years.
What exactly?
But I imagine the period of that literature is probably longer than that, so you probably got some years to go. All right, so the rest of you all graduated from Stanford. Did anybody do like a short term at Berkeley? Be honest. Be honest, don't lie to me. Thank you so much for your bravery. What did you study at Berkeley?
Went there for a summer session.
For a summer session. All right, fantastic. Fantastic. She had to get away from the stringency of Stanford for a nice summer break. Because she was going to Stanford for her regular courses, and everybody was like, hey, when are you going to finish? She's like, don't ask me that! You're going to take some time off and go to Berkeley. People don't ask you that. What did you study at that summer session? Hell yeah. Did it work? Did you also study marketing at Stanford?
No.
Okay, well, hey, Stanford couldn't satisfy that particular part. She's like, I want to be a product manager. They're like, well, you got to learn marketing. Stanford's like, no, we can't do that for you. Like, Stanford, you need to help me out. All we have is pre-med and pre-modern Chinese literature. I'm so sorry. That's all we have for you. Anyways, go Bears and go. What's your guys' mascot? Cardinals.
Trees.
It's a tree, but it used to be something because everybody's saying cardinals. Okay,
Okay, this is why you guys don't have marketing classes, because clearly your branding is not on point. I've known of Stanford my whole life, and I can't even tell you what your mascot or icon is, and you can't even tell me either. I'm like, hey, what are you guys? It's the tree cardinal, trees cardinals. Tree is the unofficial mascot. Okay, fantastic. That's, again, rule number one in marketing is tell the customer what they're getting. Customer's like, hey, what kind of oil do you use for your french fries? Well, peanut oil is the unofficial oil. But we're actually using bacon grease, it's not plant-based. Final question, because I just gotta go. That's summer at Berkeley. Did you have a good time? She's nodding! She's nodding! With Berkeley, we do know how to have fun, okay? And so do you, but in different ways, all right? You have your fun between classes, we have it after classes, because our classes actually end, all right? Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for supporting the show. Love you guys.
Are you a dietitian? Yeah. Can you look at a person and be like, yeah, too much milk? Oh, shit. Oh,
I'm gonna get a little sentimental for a second. I've known this man for over 10 years. He's like a brother to me, you guys. We did a show 7 years ago. We were doing colleges. He brought these blood oranges from the Whole Foods, you guys. And then during the gig, during the set, somebody took those goddamn blood oranges. Yeah, a crime was committed, Tina. You know what? It doesn't matter what happened at the University of Milwaukee, because he's here tonight and he's headlining the fucking Improv, you guys. And tonight he gets back those blood oranges.
Blood oranges! And look, matching beanie in the front. This is blood orange life, baby. Everybody else here living in LA? Fuck yeah. Yeah, real happy about that, huh? But LA has a dark vibe. That's why I get it. We are jaded in the sense that we're in the entertainment capital of the world, right? We have the best actors in the world. We have, second best comedians in the world. A lot of dreams come here and they get shot down. Like 99% of dreams get shot down. It's true. That's pretty accurate, right? Are you doing something dream-wise or? Trying to. Because you got really sad when I said it. No, don't get it. I believe in your dream. I believe in your dream. What's your dream? What are you trying to do? Acting. Okay, fuck yeah. That's great. You're acting as an audience member right now. You're doing fucking great. She's been laughing. Seriously, I thought she was a real audience member. She's extra number 75. Killing the game. How we feel about Elon Musk? Fuck yeah, two perspectives in the same house. I love it. Okay, people who viewed him, why? Just give me one reason.
Trust fund baby.
He's a trust fund baby.
He's rude and gross.
He's rude and gross. Okay. He's very intelligent. Okay, this is pro, right? This is not like anti. Oh no, you're fine. I was just confirming. Because I was like, why do we hate him? And you're like, because he's very intelligent. And we can't have people out there being all smart. We had very pro over here. Why pro, Elon?
Because he's a workaholic.
He's
inspiring to me. He does a lot of great things.
That's great. So he's a very smart workaholic who's gross and mean. Sounds like every fucking guy in tech. All right? So, welcome to Silicon Valley. So Kanye said some shit. Anybody here not think it was anti-Semitic? Okay, good. I'll say definitively what Kanye said was anti-Semitic. And you can trust me, because I'm Palestinian. Okay? If I say something's anti-Semitic, it's anti-Semitic, dude. Palestinians have heard some shit, okay? Be honest with me, okay? Who was still on board with Kanye when he was just complaining about Kim's divorce lawyers? Yeah, a couple people. You didn't want to fucking clap for that, it's fine. You do have to let me know. Couple people, right? Who was still on board with Kanye when he was making more subtle implications about bankers and stuff, but not really saying outwardly anti-Semitic stuff? Yeah. Couple people, right? Okay. Who was on board with Kanye when he was defending Hitler? Okay, good. So we all have a line. To be honest, I knew Kanye was anti-Semitic as soon as he changed his name to Ye. Yeah. Because he took the Khan out. That's a Jewish name. I'm holding the joke for long because it's really good. I'm excited for the 2024 election. I am into politics. Like, I love politics, but I don't identify with either side. I just want to make money off of both of them. That's all I want to do. That's my goal. But I'm making shirts for 2024, okay? For both sides, okay? One shirt says Trump 1924, because that's the year he wants to take us back to, you know? And the other one says Joe Biden 2024, but if you look closely, it actually says Joe Biden 1942 to 2024, so. Okay. I'm happy that Trump's back on Twitter. I know it's not a popular take in LA, but you should at least be happy for me as a comedian. I'm getting jokes direct to source. Trump, for any politician in history, for any president in history, best jokes. Best, I don't even have to add sauce. And I know people think, oh, Trump jokes are so tired. They're so hack. Dude, he's writing fresh shit now. He's writing new stuff. It's higher brow. A couple weeks ago, Trump was complaining about the midterms. He put out on social media, the electron was stolen. God, that's a perfect joke. The electron was stolen. I've been doing comedy 15 years. I love puns. Haven't even thought of that one. Electron. It's just one letter away. Change an I to an R. You got a fucking joke, dude. That's a great. He said that. The electron was stolen. Yeah. Set the hydrogen ion. Am I right? That's a perfect joke. And it's real, too. Hydrogen ions out here losing electrons every day. And they're not happy about that. They're unstable, these hydrogen ions. But to be honest, you can't have too many hydrogens losing electrons, because that actually forms a nuke. But, so it kind of was a threat. Any famous person or something you want me to talk about?
SPF.
Who?
SPF.
Who is that? I'm sorry. You just gave me two different acronyms. He said SPF like it's sunscreen. And he said SBS.
FTX, the company.
FTX?
Yeah.
That's what you said?
I said SBF.
Yeah, so you guys are all just saying different fucking acronyms. This is why we're so fragmented as a people. So what was yours? The first one?
SBF.
SBF, which is who?
The CEO of FTX.
The fuck? I don't like that those two connected, but I do like that apparently we're more connected than we know. Yeah. That's awesome. You guys are a team. I didn't even fucking know it. I'm the one who's late to work. Okay. You know, I consider myself a decently smart guy. I don't claim to be smart, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? Make some noise if you know what he's talking about. Okay. Be honest. Make some noise if you have no idea what he's talking about. Okay. About 40%. Okay? You're gonna have to tell me who's this person and what's the company.
It's a crypto exchange.
It's a crypto. Oh, this is crypto. That's all you gotta say. Crypto shit, bro. Bro, you doing crypto? You doing crypto? That's all you gotta do. Crypto. You doing crypto? That's all you had to say, bro. I am so glad that I've stayed the fuck out of crypto, because FTX is a company and they went to shit. Is that what you said? Or what?
Yeah.
What happened to them? They just went out of business?
They're run by a bunch of incompetent people, and they lost a bunch of money that they didn't have.
Sounds like business, baby. Run by a bunch of incompetent people and lost a bunch of money they didn't have. It's also, you just described my career. To be honest, I'm a little FTX over here. A little SBF in the streets, FTX in the sheets, you know what I mean? The balance sheets. Because apparently everyone's here into fucking accounting, so...
like we found like a relatable. Everybody here is like super like fintech and shit. My role in this universe is not comedy. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I already know that I'm not supposed to be. This is a stepping stone to something else. It's my gateway drug. I know that my role in the universe is I'm a problem solver. I can solve problems, big problems, personal problems, little problems, medium-sized problems. And I'm trying to test it out every chance I get. Anybody here have a problem? Anything. It could be career, it could be personal. I know, it's a lot of pressure. I understand. Okay, fantastic. Yes?
Building a multi-billion-dollar company.
Are you doing that?
Well, I might as well try.
Fuck yeah. That's amazing. But she's like, I'm building a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing at my show? Like, what is this? This is a multi-hundred enterprise at best. I love it. And this is now, we've suddenly turned this into a seminar. This is a bigger problem. Now, you would like to do that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And you were the one who said that Elon Musk is highly intelligent, correct? Okay, fantastic. That would have been like funny if she's like, scum! And it's just like, I want to be like him. Okay, so building a multi-billion-dollar company, how do we do that is the question.
Exactly.
Okay, now here's kind of a bigger question that I want to ask before we do that, is can all of us build a multi-billion-dollar company? No, we can't, because what would happen? We'd all be billionaires. Money would become inflated, basically, right? We'd just be leveling the playing field, and $1 billion would then be, the new, 4 or 5 figures, right? Yeah, $20. So we can't all do this. But this is a small show. There's the right amount of people in here where we could all be billionaires. Okay? And you didn't know tonight, when you thought you were buying tickets to just see a comedy show, you were actually attending a Tony Robbins style seminar on how to build a multi-billion-dollar company. I want to keep this about you. What industry are you in? Nutrition. It's a lot of food we're gonna have to get. We're gonna have to get a lot of food. Are you a dietitian? So you help people plan their diet? You do personal one-on-one stuff?
One-on-one, yes.
Can you look at a person and be like, yeah, too much milk?
Like pepper.
Oh shit! Oh damn! Well, I haven't drank milk in like 3 weeks, so I don't know. You were joking, right? Okay, of course. No, I mean, I'll fuck with some milk though. I'll fuck with some milk, but just I haven't had it in like 3 weeks. Like, how did she see it in my bones? Good, but you probably help people who have like food intolerances, like figure out what their intolerances are and stuff. A lot of that in LA too, right? Yeah. Gluten. Do you recommend no gluten for everybody?
No.
Okay, so like some people can handle it, some people can't.
Exactly.
You're very much like, hey, if your body can handle that shit, you do it.
Right.
That's great. That's custom. Like what? Like drugs. Fucking. Who are you with here? This is amazing. We have a dietitian and a drug fanatic. Great duo. You guys got a great. This is a multi-billion-dollar business right here, right? We got one. It's like, all right, you got to cut tomatoes out of your diet. It's like just a little bit of cocaine, just a little bit. You're gonna feel real good. Now, obviously, to become a billionaire, you have to work hard. You have to play your finances smart, like save money, get the right investment. A lot of it could be luck, but you most likely have to work hard, right? So, are you willing to help guide people's nutrition like 12-hour days?
No.
Okay. So how many hours a day currently do you work with people?
Like
8. Normal amount?
Normal. Yeah.
Okay, but you're not willing to do 12? You're willing to do 10?
I'm willing to do 12 temporarily.
You're willing to do 12 temporarily until you got that $1 billion? What if I told you it was going to take you 20 years? Would you do it?
10.
If I told you right now, if you put in 12-hour days for 10 years, so it's 4 extra hours a day. Somebody do the math. 4 extra hours a day, which a year is going to be something like what, like 800, not a year.
Oh, 1,200 a day, a year.
We'll figure it out. About 1,200 a year.
out 1,200 hours, 12 plus. I mean, it's like 1,300, something more, 14. What's that? What is it? 1440. Lovely number. 1440 hours a year for 10 years. More work. You're willing to do that to be a billionaire?
If he's okay with it, yeah.
If he's okay with it. Well, he's doing the drugs. He's cool. You know what I mean? He's fucking chilling. He smoked a little weed. You know what I mean? It'll be fine. So you're willing to work that many extra hours for 10 years. But if I told you 11, you'd say no?
If it's a billion, okay, no, not for billion.
Multi-billion dollars. Remember, we're talking multi. And just have one. To be multi-billion, just could have 1.1. That's the bare minimum for multi. Unless you guys think it's 2. Do you guys think it's 2? Does it got to be 2 to be multi-billion? What's our? Do we get a 2? Everybody says it's 2. So if you got $2+ billion, you'd work 4 extra hours a day, every fucking day for 10 years. What about 11 years of that? What?
Yeah, I can do that.
What about 12 years? What's that?
I guess so.
You guess so? What about 13 years?
You're gonna go for 20, right?
You'd go up. I'm going to keep going until you say stop.
Okay, I'm cutting that 12.
You're cutting. All right, so you're not meant to be a billionaire. So you got to want it. Billion hours. This is what you got to do. He's like, babe, just do some shrooms with me. We'll be fine. You'll be a billionaire in your mind, you know? Thank you so much for coming out to the show. And I did, in fact, get my blood oranges. You. They were you. We're at the Hollywood Improv. I'm here just peeling an orange, and I did something wrong, and I cut myself, and I'm bleeding. Bleeding, eating an orange. The universe knows what it's fucking doing. All right, give me something to talk about. Maybe something I know a lot about so I can really go into it.
9/11.
Oh,
Put your hands together for my friend Sammy Obeid!
we survived a fire tonight! It wasn't here, but it was somewhere. Could have been us. It's fire season, right? Fire season's rough for me because the air quality is right? The air quality sucks during fire season. There was a fire next to my house in LA. I went outside. I was like, yeah, I'm going outside. I was like, no, I'm going back in. And I went in, I Googled, what is the air quality today in my city? And Google said, air quality is bad for sensitive types. I was like, what a way to find out. I am a sensitive type. I got bullied by the air quality website. Like, what's next? Air quality's bad if you're a little bitch. Like, oh, dude, come on. Just tell me if I need an inhaler or not. It's tough. It's tough. But I'm impressed by very simple nowadays. That's how how hard it is for a lot of people. I'll become impressed when somebody has a job. Somebody's like, yeah, I have a job. Like, oh shit, you're like all day? You're all there all day. Wow. Just curious, who here has a job? Yes. Fantastic. That sounded like a lot of people, but it was only 7. I think we just calculated the unemployment rate. It's a whopping 95%. Right? Because having a job is not enough. There's been inflation in the last 6 months. So who's seen a raise in the last 6 months? Okay, 2 very silent people who are not sure if they got paid more or not. Like, did I get more or do I just not know how to count? Here's my theory. If you're at a job and they're jacking up their prices so customers are paying more and they're not sharing that extra wealth with you, the valued employee, that you should be able to steal from that job. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's with me? See? All the people who don't have jobs anymore. How did we get here? The 95% that stole. We saw a stapler and we took it. We believed that we never had to buy tea again in our lives. And we know every flavor of Lipton in our cabinet now, but we don't have a job. It's a pretty good trade-off. Anybody here get their student loans forgiven? No. One person in the very front. She's like, we're going to the front tonight.
I got some money back. How much did they forgive?
$20,000.
$20,000! Drinks on you! She pulled the fire alarm. She's like, fuck this place. I got 20K in the biz ain't. Y'all don't know about this life. This forgiven life. That's amazing. I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad that one person got forgiven here. Here's my question. Why do we still have college when we have the internet? Do you really need that anymore? There's people out there majoring in Joe Rogan right now. We don't need it. You've learned everything from YouTube. You've learned more from YouTube than your professors, right? You definitely learn more from the internet. Proof. Did you learn more from sex ed or porn? That's a laughable question, right? Porn taught you everything that you needed to know. Sex ed was like the theory, and porn was like the practice, right? Like sex ed didn't teach you how to Kegel to last longer, right? Sex ed didn't teach you all the noises to make your partner think it's going better than it actually is. And yes, sex ed can teach you the theory of pulling out, but porn actually shows you how fun it is. What did you major in? Chemistry. And what do you do now? She's like, I put chemicals down my throat. I'm making a new language. Some good shit. It's called alcohol. You're between jobs or something right now? Or?
I'm a government analyst.
You're a government analyst. Fantastic. Does it have anything to do with chemicals?
No.
No, God, no. God forbid I use what I actually studied for 4+ years. But you made the choice to change, right?
Sure, yeah.
You could have, I could have been a drug dealer. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck you think, man? I run this shit. I got 20K. Start a little pharmacy if I want with my old chemistry degree. Congratulations. It's hard. It's hard to use what you actually. I studied math, and now I'm a comedian, and I'm writing a book. Yeah, but nobody wants to publish it, so that does suck. Yeah, okay. So the book, it's about Salman Rushdie. You guys know Salman Rushdie? Yeah, fucking hero, right? But nobody wants to publish it because it's from the Ayatollah's perspective. It's called Shawshank Redemption. It's okay. He's okay. He's gonna be okay. It's fine. It's fine. And if you don't like that joke, you can stab me. I'm a writer. Thank you. Was hanging out at a local falafel joint because I am a walking stereotype. My favorite spot. I got the order I get every time. It's the number 911. They cook it inside. It's an inside job. It's beautiful. I'm sitting there eating my falafel with a little baba ganoush. And I know everybody who works there. So the server comes out from the kitchen to give this woman a dish, and they argue for a moment, and he goes back in, and she's frustrated. She tells her friend, she's like, I don't know what he was saying. I don't speak Middle Eastern. I was like, oh, hell no. But like the Arab came out. I was like, oh, hell no. So I was angry. So I went up to her. I was like, yo, that was racist. And she was like, why? I'm like, because he's Mexican. He's like, I'm El Salvadorian. I'm like, stay out of this, buddy. I got this. I'm the Karen today. Thank you. You guys got all weird when I said Mexican. Not a Mexican joke crowd, I see. That's fine. I'm Palestinian American. Yes, I'm openly Palestinian. Thank you. I was closeted for 30 years. And then I came out last year with the Hadid family. They made it feel safe. Yeah, it's not doing me good in Hollywood doing Palestinian jokes, I'm telling you that much. I'm not a suicide bomber, but I am a career suicide bomber. It sucks because growing up, the media portrays Palestinians as terrorists. But every Palestinian I know, very smart person. So it was like cognitive dissonance. I'm like, how are all Palestinians terrorists when every Palestinian I know, doctor, lawyer, engineer, really smart stand-up comedian, you know? And yes, like any race, there are Palestinian terrorists, okay? I'll be the one to say it. There are Palestinian terrorists. But even when they're terrorists, they're rocket scientists. Oh, too much for you guys, huh? Chemistry liked it. You can't win with these jokes, because some people get offended, then some people like, you didn't go hard enough, dude.
I have people who say that. They're like, dude, you need to go harder on the Israeli military. I'm like, you want me to go against the Israeli military? Have you seen my face? I'm an influencer. I could never go against the Israeli military. I have too much in common with them. We both bomb so often, it's become normalized. Hey, if you don't like that joke, it's because it's bombing. Maybe you're angry, frustrated. Now you know what it feels like to be a Palestinian. Yeah, politics and comedy, everybody's favorite. Like, I'm into politics, but not too much because I still like to laugh. Right? People who are too extreme into politics, they've lost touch with their sense of humor. It sucks. They're both the same. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. You're basically the same person. Like, I have friends who are like, I'm progressive, and then you tell one vegan joke, they flip out. And then I have friends who are conservative, who are like, freedom of speech, you tell one gun joke. They're like, that's not funny. It's like, can't you see you shitheads are both the same? You're fighting all day, being dicks to each other, but end of the day, you're both united by the fact that you're both pussies who can't take a joke. And if you're not laughing at that, it's all good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your politics are. You know, you should still be able to laugh, man. Well, I just don't like that people get so married to politics they can't even have conversations. And they'll stick to a candidate even when that candidate becomes a complete. It doesn't matter who they are. You know what I mean? I don't give a like. There's nothing wrong with like changing your mind about somebody you voted for. That's what this country needs to hear right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Being a president is just like riding a bike. Sometimes you fall off. It's just. Oh, you liked it until I turned it on that, huh? Okay. Okay, San Francisco. Good. All right, we're back. We're back in business. I was in front of a grocery store. A guy comes up to me. He was like, hey, you have a moment to stop child hunger? I was like, well, I'm not a child, but I could eat. He's like, no, that's not what I meant. I'm like, obviously. He's like, I meant, do you have a moment to donate $100 to sponsor a child every month? I'm like, that is a completely different question from having a moment. Like, I have a lot of moments. I don't have a lot of hundreds. And I don't make hundreds in a moment, so I don't know how you calculated that. I was like, how much money do you make doing this? He's like, oh, I do this for free. I have a job. I make $50 an hour at my job, but I have to work part-time so I can come out and do this. I'm like, you make $50 an hour at your job? If you just stayed at your job, worked full-time, and donated half of your money, you could save way more kids. And save us from this uncomfortable, confusing conversation. Let's be honest, you're gonna save a lot of people from a lot of things. He was like, wow, that was amazing how you just put that all together. I'm like, yeah, it's called taking a moment to stop child hunger. You should try it sometime. Oh, fantastic. You guys are a good crowd. Fantastic. Anybody had an orgasm lately? Fuck yeah, one person. We're doing good. We're doing good. Just takes one. I miss my ex because she would get multiple orgasms. That means more than one, right? She would get multiple orgasms, but always in multiples of 4, right? As a math major, so hot. Always in 4. It was like pop, 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 like the 4 seasons. Pop, 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 like the one little quartet. It was beautiful. Yeah, I called her kumquat. I miss her. I miss her. Okay. All right, guys, give me something to talk about. Maybe something I know a lot about so I can really go into it.
9/11.
Oh, dude. You, man. That's up. What you just said, dude. I'm a millennial, dude. I remember that. Like, most people in here are of age where you remember, like, where you were when you first heard about 9/11. That's how serious that shit was for us. Like, I'll never forget. When I first heard about 9/11, it was September 5th, 2001. I was in a cave in Pakistan, and I was just like, no, 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 no. No, this is a bad idea, guys. This is a bad idea. Bad idea. I can't be a part of this. And I left that cave. And I came straight to America, and I got in really easily because it was before 9/11, but I did my part. I called up the Bush administration. I was like, yo, you guys need to know about this. It's going down. It's an attack. They're like, we already know it's an inside job. Do you want to help? I was like, no, I want to help. What is wrong with you? So I just sightseed for the next 6 days while I could, and just, really just, it was hard reliving it a second time, and, it just, very, very difficult. It hurts. Like, when you say something like that, it just hurts, Yo, just because I look like this doesn't mean I love my country any less than anybody in here. You remember that shit, okay? Please, God bless America, and never forget 9/5. Thank you guys so much. I'm Sammy Obeid. Thanks for coming out to the Punchline tonight. You guys are amazing. It's insane to me how many far-right commentators, even some centrist personalities online, are just saying preposterous things about the potential of Zoran being mayor. Like, there's people out there saying, once Zoran's mayor, he's gonna bring Sharia law to New York City, which is hilarious. And aside just from being obviously racist, Islamophobic, and just ridiculous, people are like arguing back logically, like, no. No, he's not. I don't think he is. No. Like, you mother. Not only would that be unconstitutional and nobody's gonna vote for that, it's just so insulting to just go straight there. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, when somebody says Zoran's gonna bring Sharia law to New York City, you should not be saying no, okay? When somebody says Zoran's gonna bring Sharia law to New York City, the proper response is Sharia law even that bad? You gotta f back. You gotta f back. Now, I'm not here tonight to pitch Sharia law to you, okay? I know my face gives you the impression that I might want to, okay? But the thing about Sharia law, I will say, a lot of people don't really know much about it. I even had to do research for this joke. And personally, I haven't lived under it. It hasn't been brought to California yet. Okay? It will be one day, but inshallah.
But
I'm not up here arguing for or necessarily defending Sharia law, but I will say you should know that it has been largely blown out of proportion by the Western world. Our country, we love to blow things up metaphorically and physically. So when you actually Google Sharia law, which I did, you can look at the Wikipedia page for Sharia law. And I kid you not, the synopsis of Wikipedia's take on Sharia law is basically like, bro, Sharia law is not even that bad. That's basically what they're saying for like a whole, this is Wikipedia. They're like, no, you can go out past 3, it's fine. Like it's, apparently there's like levels to Sharia law, okay? But what I'm saying is, whenever you have this discussion about Sharia law in the West, it's always taken to the most extreme position. Like people are always like, oh, you want Sharia law? You just want all women to just cover up? Like, no, what? Like, well, not all of them, but like, what, no. Like, okay, personally, I find everyone a little bit gross, so I would like, in an ideal world, my Sharia would be everybody covers up until further notice. And once I get a sense of your aura, I'm like, all right, you can chill. You know what I mean? Like that's how I would do things personally, But that's always where it goes. It always goes to the most extreme version. And so then it brings up this discussion. You hear all these people now saying, Muslim values are not compatible with American values. You hear this out there. All these commentators are saying around, Muslim values are not compatible with American values. And you know what? They're right. Muslim values are not compatible with American values because America doesn't have values. Okay. Does that have values? What values? Where are the values? What values do we have aside from the value meal? A lot of people in America have values, absolutely, but are there any shared values in this country anymore? No, we disagree on literally everything. You could say the one value that we have is freedom, but like, do we? You know what I mean? Like, do we even have freedom? And then if freedom allegedly is our value, freedom is independence from values. That was the principle of this country. It doesn't matter what your values are, it doesn't matter what my values are, we can both, enjoy ourselves because this is a valueless nation. It's because there's this implicit connection. They're like, well, America, we have Christian values. It's like, do we? The whole premise of this nation was separation of church and state, but there's always this subtext of like the Muslim values don't match our Christian values. But it's like, okay, there's Christians in America, sure, but like, are Christians in America really Christian is the question. The answer is no. The answer is no. Go to an actual other country where there's Christians. We are not Christians in America. It's like Olive Garden Christianity. You know what I mean? It's not real. Doing Christmas is not enough. Most proclaimed Christians in this nation can't even quote a single Bible lyric. Okay? Yeah. I'm calling them lyrics. That should be a sure shot example. The irony is, if you actually know Muslim people, you would know that they respect the Bible. Like, they respect the teachings of Jesus, they consider Jesus a prophet, and they respect the teachings of the Bible. Like, more than my Christian friends. That's why I'm telling all these Christians out there, I'm like, hey, like, you want to actually learn the Bible and appreciate the Bible and love the Bible, respect the Bible? Join Islam. Try it. Just try it. There you go. Some people are feeling a little alienated. But this is how America was founded. You have to be real with it. You have to be honest about it because this conversation keeps coming up. People saying that Muslim values are not compatible with American values, and there's no evidence. There's no evidence. Okay, maybe not fasting, obviously. Okay, fasting. I'll give you fasting for sure. That's definitely not compatible with American values in nearly any capacity. That's why I always tell my Muslim friends and family, I'm like, yo, if you want more Americans to join, like, just have a package for them that's like, you don't have to fast just yet. You know what I mean? Like, you can do 5 years without fasting. Americans are like, I'll try it out. You have to be honest. We don't have values in this country. There are no shared values. And so whenever this conversation comes up, people they only have one single argument. They're like, Sharia law and all women are going to have to cover up because in America, we like our women to show skin. Okay, so American values is Hooters, basically. That's what it comes down to. We just want to be able to have Hooters in America, right? Okay, and yeah, Hooters, fun time. Who hasn't had a great time at Hooters aside from most of this crowd? Who hasn't had a fun time at Hooters? Okay, I look like I work there. Who hasn't? I look like I'm the manager of Hooters. These ladies are trying their hardest today, okay? Give them a break. But hear me out. How about we just try one Sharia law Hooters? Let's just try one. Just one Sharia law Hooters. Just one. You'll only see eyes. It'll be called peepers. Yes. Come on down to peepers. Okay? You'll have a newfound respect for eyes after you come to peepers. Yeah. Come for the eyes, stay for the halal burgers. You'll love it. I can feel it. I can feel the energy. None of you motherfuckers are scared of Omicron. Not one more, right? Nobody here is afraid of Omicron. They chose the scariest Greek letter they could, dude. They're like, give us the one with 3 syllables. They won't even be able to say that. Omicron. Why are they using Greek letters? Like, I pledged to frat in college. That's traumatizing, bringing me back. Every time there's a new variant, I'm like, I had to learn that dude. And they keep skipping letters, dude. Like, I didn't even know there was an alpha. When was there an alpha? They've been skipping because they're like, we can't have a beta. People won't be afraid of that. It's a beta. Then they went straight to Delta just to over a whole airlines. And there was like a lambda for a minute, but you didn't hear about that. Silence of the lambda, right? And then they're like, what's the scariest one? Yeah, Omicron! I'm a robot that eats children!
stay at home and buy all the in the world. Omicron. When they could have skipped over to the next letter in the alphabet, which is pi, dude. That would have been so perfect for the holidays. The pi variant. That makes me want to visit grandma. We're American is apple pie variant up in this. That's how the news is. They want to scare you, dude. They're like, we don't know much about Omicron yet, but until we do, stay terrified. Buy as much as you can. Guys gotta be scared, man, because if not, someone at the news is gonna lose their job and dude. But we're running out of letters. Like, what's next? They're gonna be doing like double letters. You'd be like, the Sigma Chi variant, bro. Let's go, dude. You wanna come in the Sigma Chi house, you gotta take some shots.